We are back and we are live again, and we're looking at a Taurus Model 85. This is a snub nose revolver and it's chambered for 38 special. Now, this particular example is what I would call an older version of the Model 85. This revolver was actually purchased in California and brought here to Texas by a woman in her 60s. She's been here for 20 years and she just had her 80-something birthday. I can't remember exactly how old she was, but she just brought this in and sold it to us, as she says that she has no use for it, and she has replaced it with a different revolver. I believe she got a Smith & Wesson. So this Taurus, as you can see, right on the barrel, it says Taurus Brazil, and you may or may not know, but Taurus's firearms are manufactured in Brazil, although they do have a warranty service here in the United States. Now, this gun was originally purchased, like I said, in California in the 1990s. One interesting thing to note is, let's say you were to buy this used revolver made in the 90s. If you got it home and something happened with it, Taurus would fully warranty it. Their warranty does not expire, and it does not matter how many owners the particular firearm has had. Taurus will warranty that firearm. Now, if it's a simple fix, they'll probably fix it and send it back to you. Unless that model has become obsolete, they may offer to replace it. But I've never had any issues or heard of any of my customers having issues with Taurus's warranty other than a wait. Sometimes there appears to be a longer wait than other times. Now, the Model 85 is currently available in several configurations. This is what I would call a standard blued model, blued steel. It also is currently available in ultralight variants constructed of aluminum and titanium with steel lockwork components. Much like Smith & Wesson revolvers, Model 85s can come equipped with exposed, bobbed, or shrouded hammers. However, there are a number of significant internal differences between the Taurus Model 85 and similar Smith & Wesson revolvers. Because of these differences, Taurus has been able to keep costs relatively low. However, those same differences can make the customization of the Model 85 more expensive. It's not impossible, it just would be more expensive. There are numerous cosmetic options from Taurus, including gold plating, plated hardware, and grips of wood or pearl. The Model 85 is available with a 2 or 3 inch barrel and is capable of firing plus P rated 38 special rounds and does utilize a transfer bar safety. Models manufactured after 1997 feature the Taurus security system, which consists of a keyed quarter-turn style socket head screw, and you actually get a key with your gun that fits into the screw slot. And that's what I was just looking on here. I actually, usually it's going to be right here in the back of the hammer, and it locks the hammer down. But being that this one was produced prior to 1997, it's not going to have that lock on it. The Model 85 line has been enlarged to include the Model 856. This model is similar to the Model 85, but it adds an additional round in the cylinder to bring the Model 856's capacity to 6 rounds. The View, also known as the Model 85 VTA, was introduced in 2014. It had a 1.41 inch barrel, an unloaded weight of 9 ounces, and a clear side plate made of polycarbonate. Unlike other models, the View was only rated for standard pressure 38 special ammunition. Now, what I mean by polycarbonate is this entire side plate on the Taurus View is clear. And it sounds cool, and it definitely looks cool because you can see the insides of the gun. However, the problem that Taurus quickly found is that when users would remove that side plate, or sometimes just from use, it would develop cracks around these screws and that almost plexiglass-like plastic that it was made from. So Taurus immediately had to start replacing a bunch of side plates, and they discontinued the View, but they still continued to sell the ultra compact version of this revolver, which, yes, it's much smaller and much lighter. But now they call it the No View, and it's back to having a normal side plate. The View also, like I said, it's been disconnected, but you can find them if you look hard enough. You can find them on Gunbroker used. But like I said, it's funny because it's hard to find one without small cracks around the plastic. Now, reviews on the View were mixed, and I can't say that I would recommend or not recommend that you purchase a View if you're looking for something smaller than this, because I personally have not owned one. I've only bought and sold them on a resale purpose. However, you can't go wrong with a Model 85. It's not a Smith & Wesson. The trigger pull is not a Smith & Wesson or Colt-like trigger pull. However, the price on these is fairly low. And if you're on a budget, this could do in a pinch, and it would also make for an excellent truck gun. I would much rather a $200 Taurus get stolen out of my vehicle than a $500 to $1,000 Smith & Wesson or Colt. So what are your thoughts on the Taurus Model 85? Leave your comments below this video. If you've owned one or maybe you plan to purchase one, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts. This particular model has got a height of 4.28 inches, a width of 1.346 inches. Again, chambered for 38 special, will shoot plus P, and it is double action, single action with that exposed hammer. It's got a 5-shot cylinder, a fixed front sight, and a trench style rear sight.